Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J. Kamala and Professor Spike streaming live from Long Island, New York, where we had a topsy-turvy, hell of a crazy day on Wall Street today, especially for those of you who own SMCI and nvda and AAPL, which is probably almost everybody.
Yes. Everybody's taking a bite out of the apple.
Yeah, I mean, if you own anything, if you own any index fund, any mutual fund, you own Apple. And that's been on a wild ride. It's behaving more like a penny stock than the biggest capitalized stock in the world. You know.
Are you kidding me? I mean, everything is it's almost it's at most high, just a few dollars less. I think they are
Right.
up there.
Apple was close to 120, or it broke 120. Now it's under 110. I mean, the movements of billions of dollars of movement in a week. You know, it's crazy. And same with Nvidia. The market cap movements or swings are wild. Today was a 10-point swing on Nvidia. It was trading over 12. It was trading over what 130, 139 or 140, I think.
You know
Right?
what's the problem? The problem you think is going to go up every day.
Right, exactly.
I don't think that, but a lot of people do.
Right.
But still, a 10-point swing is enough to give you your stomach a little vibration or whatever,
Yes.
churn,
The
whatever
churn.
whatever the right
Stomach
term.
stomach churn.
Yeah, you're probably going to reach for the Tums or something like that today. Because if you bought Nvidia today at the high at 141 or whatever it was and closed under 130, you're not too happy.
Right.
I
I would
added
not
to
buy
my
it at the most high.
I didn't touch my Apple. I didn't touch my Nvidia. I added to SMCI when it collapsed later in the day. I
Okay.
couldn't resist a little bit more, a little greedy. Okay, I admit it. I also own Dell, but I don't own HPE like Professor Spike. You added that,
Yeah,
right?
I just got into that one.
Well, good luck on that. I think it's probably
Thank
a
you.
good pickup. And what did you do today, Kamal?
I bought MicroStrategy at 125, 1425.
That sounds like a good pickup. That's where you picked it up last time, right?
Correct. But I'm planning to hold it a little,
You're looking for at least 100 points.
at least.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm hoping for 100 points. Yes.
Well, you with MicroStrategy, that could be 1 hour tomorrow, first hour of the day tomorrow.
Exactly.
Right.
If it
But
goes both ways.
I always get nervous on Fridays. I think Fridays is not always a green day.
Yeah, but you say every Friday that the Friday you think it's going to be bad because it's a Friday after a bad Thursday or whatever. But
Well,
half of the
it's
time
they
you're
considered
right,
a
and
bad thing.
half of the time you're
Not.
right, and half of the time you're wrong.
I
Yeah.
think it's a little more than half. I'm right. A little more than half.
Maybe, but
Great.
most of the time you say it's going to sell off, and I don't know that that's more than half the time. Maybe for a big weekend, maybe so. You know, I get nervous myself before a big weekend, 3 day weekend. I don't know if it's
So,
nervousness or I just miss the market being open on Monday. You know,
right.
whatever it is.
You give people too much time to think about it.
So I did some adding today. I haven't sold anything. I added a little FCX, Freeport McMoran, the copper and gold play.
Oh, right.
I added to that position. I added to SMCI. What else did I do?
I took a ride with you on TLT.
I added to my TLT today.
Yeah, I'm taking a ride with that today also.
Yeah, I mean it pays 4.5%. How wrong? That alone is a buffer.
Right.
Maybe it's 4.25%. I haven't looked lately. Whatever it is, it pays over 4%. So you got a little cushion that way. You're not going to get rich
So
on it, but
another one.
you could make a lot of money over the course of 6 months to a year.
Yeah, if interest rates go down like we're expecting, or if
Yeah, if the
forbid
if the
that
20-year bond,
hit.
if the 20 to 30-year bond drops, let's say 100 basis points, it's probably good for 30% upward move on TLT.
Right.
So you could
I
make.
bought I bought Sava today as well. I bought it and sold it same day.
I
Really?
almost bought Sava today.
I bought it 1925, sold it 1995.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah,
Little day trade.
I think that was a good quick scalp. I like that.
Yes, because I see a pattern. I see a pattern. It goes to like lower 19s, and then closes around like upper 19s.
I own a few Biodrex now. I own SMMT. I think I'm slightly up on that. I own Mankind. I'm definitely up on that. What's the other one? I own Sava, and I'm not up. I think, yeah, I am. I'm up on that too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm up on all three. That's pretty unusual, actually, for Biodrex land.
And you're not in Dermtech at all, right?
No, they're out of business, aren't they?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Did you see that Fiskars went out of business? The electric car company.
Yeah, Fisker, right?
We were talking about that when it was a SPAC.
Yep.
And it was selling for $20 a share.
Yep.
Now it's 2 cents.
Well, unfortunately, Lucid's still in business, so
Yeah.
I'm still hanging on to hope for that one.
So what do you think of the SPY? You got the chart up?
Yeah, I do.
What is it telling you? Is it talking?
I was looking at the broader market first, but then the SPY's always. Let me go 3 months because 6 months doesn't really mean anything anymore.
Is SPY talking to you or what?
Why is that happening? I'm pressing 3 months and it gives me a year. Let's do that. There we go.
I want to know if it's talking to you.
It's not talking to me at all.
How about you, Kamala? What do you make out of SPY?
I think we're reaching. I think it's going to hit the 560 you're talking about, and then we're going to do a correction.
That makes sense.
Today it hit 550. It hit 550, but it didn't hold. It went down.
Citicorp raised their target to my 560. They must have been listening to the show.
Right.
They came out today with 560.
Is this last candle looking like a? Was it? Is it engulfing?
I can't see it.
It's hard to see. Let me make it bigger right there.
Yes, it is.
So bearish engulfing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
No, we're not too crazy about that.
We don't like bearish engulfings. But we've had them before and they've been wrong. So, in fact, Professor Omar and I did a study looking back for like 50 years on major indices and major stocks, and the engulfings proved to be right about half the time.
Which means that they're useless.
Yeah, they weren't. I mean, allegedly, if you have certain other conditions with it, it'll be right more than half the time, but not much more. It's tough to make a living going just with engulfing candles. They you know, at the end of a very long rally, you get a bearish one. Yeah, it means more. But otherwise, it's got to come at the right place, right time. The look and feel has to be there. There's so much, you know. So I'm not going to make any. I'm not going to go crazy over the engulfing. I don't like it, but I'm not going to go crazy over it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say a little bit of moderation. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, ask when Professor Omar comes. I don't know if he's coming today, but when he comes next time, we'll ask him. We'll ask him the results of our study. I don't remember them exactly. He knows better than me. We published that in Stocks and Commodities magazine about 5 years ago. And I forget what we called the article. We actually got money for that, which is nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's nice to get
Mr.
money.
Spike, do you still own Wolf?
I do. So
It's
far I doubled my money with that.
Yes, it's
Too
doing
bad
very well.
I didn't go in too deep.
I
What did
went
you
in deep
double?
multiple times, but I didn't stay long. But I made money in each and every time.
Yeah.
With what?
Wolf. WULF.
A wolf, yeah.
Yeah, you should bring it up when you get a chance.
Yeah, actually, because it did okay today too. Again, let me
Show it off, show it off.
It more than doubled. It more than doubled.
not
So
today.
did
More than double
so did
recent.
HUT, HUT, another miner.
So yeah, so it was for the longest time it was around the twos, and if you bought in around the twos, you were lucky and happy. And because right now it's 460.
Yeah,
Right.
very, very nice.
463.
Very nice.
And
And
I mean, it's a weird looking candle. This last one here.
but the chart still looks bullish.
Yeah, I think so too.
What about the HUT, HUT?
Very similar.
Yeah, nice move. That more than doubled also, I think.
Let's see, $9 here, and now it's 13 and change here. But actually, yeah, way down in here it was in the 7.
Yeah, close to double.
Yeah, nice.
The miners had a little pop.
Yeah, I guess the
They,
miners.
they've been oversold, definitely. So and they're probably still worth playing, like Mara in particular.
Yeah, I bailed out a coin a while ago. I might have been scared money because I think coin's been looking okay lately.
Take a look at Professor Omar's MSTR.
I certainly will. All right, that's
Not
coin.
Omar, Professor Kamal.
Yeah, MSTR. Let's do that.
We're going to give Kamal. We should give an honorary professorship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
This is a very interesting looking stock, isn't it?
MSTR looks good off that support area.
Yes, that's the
you got a nice
50-day
wedge
moving
to it.
average. That's the 50-day moving average there.
It seems to respect it.
Right. That's why I bought it today. I thought that, it hits it and goes back up. Hits it, goes back up.
If I would have noticed, I probably would have jumped in for a few more shares, but I didn't. Well, maybe tomorrow.
There's always Friday after a Thursday, a red day, a Thursday.
But the Dow was bifurcated market. The Dow was up sharply. Don't forget.
Right.
So the Nasdaq was down sharply, but the Dow was up sharply, and the S&P was basically flat. The loss came from nvda.
Yeah, if you do the 50-day moving average, Professor Spike.
Yeah, let me do that.
Do the 6 months.
You'll see that it sits right on the 50.
Yeah, right here. Right now, it's right on the 50.
Exactly. That's why, I thought it was a good buy today.
Sure. And you certainly got the support line here.
Right.
You got certainly an overall upward trend and lower. I mean, you get lower highs, but eventually, yeah, it looks like you might have some real action in a couple of months, a couple of weeks.
So my scenario of a rally before we collapse, I think it's still intact. The way I view the market, the overall picture, is we're going to get a run at least to 560, and then maybe a 3 to 5% pullback, and then we continue on to 600, 610 to be precise. And after that, anyone's guess. Meaning we would be entitled to a 50% correction, possible crash. I'm not saying we're getting one at 610. Maybe it won't happen until 700. But I think we're going to get a crash. We're going to get a recession. I think the Fed will not move.
It would be great if you call out the timing. The timing of it.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not yet. That's something, right?
Right.
So this is the IWM. So this is the broader market, and
I
I
think
don't
we
know.
could have a major melt up before we crash.
I don't know I don't know if there's anything to see here. In the broader market.
Professor and Omar and I disagree, but really not as much as it sounds. We're both calling for a major correction, but he's calling for it's. I don't know if it's sooner than me or it's actually pretty close to what I'm saying. But I'm thinking that the melt up will be overdone because the market overshoots in both directions.
Yeah, and there has been so much optimistic talk these last couple of days, especially this last week or so.
I intend to start trimming at about severely trimming at about 610, but not shorting.
Now, remember, we were getting people to sort of think about IWM at
Yeah,
around
I'm not
200.
sure that I'm right because I don't know. The small companies they still can't having a tough time raising money. Interest rates are too high, especially Biodrec.
Yeah, especially Biotrack.
But not only Biodrec, any startup, any company that's not making money needs to go to the capital markets. It's costly. Not healthy environment for small caps. Until the Fed starts cutting, will they be smart and cut in September or not? There is a chance they'll be smart and cut early in the
Yeah,
year.
if they that's precisely it, because otherwise, this recession that everybody's afraid of may
We're
actually
depending on the Fed to keep us out of recession. Good luck.
Well, remember, the actual Treasury markets are doing the Fed's job for them.
What did I text you yesterday, Professor Spike? Did you read my text?
I'm sure I read it, but I'm going to read it again.
I talked about commercial real estate being the catalyst that does the
Yes,
same.
you did. You talked about the banks and commercial real estate being the bellwethers for when this stuff's gonna hit the fan.
That's exactly right. I believe the next recession that we get will be a bad one, and it will be led by the banks and commercial mortgages collapsing, office buildings collapsing in particular, some malls and office buildings.
Nobody goes to the malls anymore. Very few people go to the malls.
There's been some really big properties in Manhattan that sold for half price recently. Office buildings that are prime real estate half price. That's not a good omen.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then some big banks could be hurt badly by commercial, like Wells Fargo, to name one. U.S. Bancorp, to name another, and PNC Bank. Remember, these are the names we were looking at back in the back
Yes,
in SVB days.
the regional banks that might be too steeped in low yields.
Yeah, and also the high road way into over their heads with commercial real estate loans that could go belly up. What's the good of foreclosing on property that you can only get half the value for?
Right. This is Novice's request. He requested FDX.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just. I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know.
I think FDX is good. I think the consumer's good. The consumer's buying. The consumer's buying online.
So
I
you
don't
think
see.
that this is a bottom over here, like a little.
I think FDX is a buy.
This is a bunch of W's.
Yeah, I think you can certainly not sell it yet. The consumer still has a lot of strength.
Yeah, it definitely has a very, very strong bottom down in here.
I mean, you don't want to buy those big department stores that are located in the malls that nobody's going to. You
Right.
don't you don't want
So,
to buy
so instead, you
those.
let Amazon do it for you.
You don't want to buy the Macy's and the Kohl's and all of those stores. But the consumer is still very strong, basically.
Right.
And we're getting a little crack in the job market today. So that we got to watch that, the job market.
And Mike Vincent wants to get your opinion about the copper and the other miners.
I bought some FCX today, so my opinion is copper will make new highs before new highs before the run is over. That's my opinion.
We got a little breathing room before this.
It's only an opinion, guys. I've been wrong before, you know. But my opinion is copper will make new highs. I don't want to put a price, but if I had to put a price, like $6. All right. Anyway, we got to wrap up the show. Any other requests?
I'm gonna put up CPER right now, just to. This is CPER. It took a good day. It had a good day today. It looks like. It looks like it's time. There's bargains to be had now.
I munched a little bit on PANW today.
But did you?
PA,
311.
You got to keep some of these stocks, not just quick.
I've been holding on to this one for a long time.
Yeah, just check PANW and see the 50-day moving average. The 50-day moving average.
Are you going to hold? Are you going to hold this one? Or are you going to turn it over?
Not for long. Probably just a week or so.
Yeah, it might be worth.
Kamal, that's a long time for you lately.
Right, that's a long time. Yes,
it might be worth picking up around 300 if it dips to that.
Is that the 50-day moving average you have there? No,
yeah, it's right there.
Just keep it before the bull dies. It'll be 400. Keep it.
Okay, fine.
No, you don't have to keep it.
My price average is about 315, so I've been just sailing along.
But you got to keep something. You can't just trade your whole. I believe you should have a core position and trade around it.
I see. Well, I have tons of Tesla, but I'm in the red.
Well, I don't say your core portfolio should be only the stocks that you're bag holding on.
Right. That's our motto here.
Right.
So I want to say one more thing. I added a new position in SNOW. SNOW.
What is that?
Data. You name it. You got data, we take care of it.
The snowflake. I got you. So you didn't go into that other one that one of our audience called.
By the way, SNOW has been a falling knife. So you might say, why did I do it?
Exactly why.
Mainly because it looks like it has support about $10 below where I picked it up. I'll just add to it. That's
certainly bottoming.
Yeah, I think it's a process, but I think it will bottom. And I think there was another stock that looked like a Professor Spike bottoming process. Did I mention it to you? I thought of you.
PTSG took a real big dump today.
Which one?
PTSG, the storage play.
Oh yeah, I'm not in that.
I went in. I got in yesterday.
Not good timing.
No, but maybe I'll pick up some more later, around 60.
All right, so happy trading to everybody, and let's keep on picking winners. Ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Kamal.